we're back with another challenge video for Marvel Strike Force, and today we'll have a look at tier 11 of Training Day. It's one that when I tried it the other night when I was doing them all for the first time, I get smashed on the first round, but if you get in with a really defensive team, you're able to do it. You can see I've got the 3 stars on it. It is a slow run, I will say that in advance, but at the end of the day all that matters is you actually get the 3 stars so you can auto it in future. So let me show you the team we'll be using first. So I'll drop in the characters one at a time here so you can see the individual power level. The power level overall, once they are all dropped in, is 341,000. But we're starting off with Minerva, great for survivability, and the health steal she does is actually pretty decent as well. We've got Invisible Woman, her barrier comes in exceptionally useful. Next up we've got Groot, you've got the death proof and the defense up. We then have Star-Lord, he will be providing energy to Invisible Woman, so we have the barrier up for longer. And I actually dropped in Drax as well. When I was putting in Rocket Raccoon I was getting taken out, so Drax allows you to take the burst at the start of the match, which on a lot of occasions right at the start Rocket was just getting taken out anyway, and then it was going downhill from there. So there's Drax dropped in, and as mentioned you can see it's 341,000 power. So let's jump in here. We'll put it on ×3 here because this run is definitely going to be on the slower side. I'll say that in advance straight away. Now we want to get rid of Drax as soon as we can, then we can hopefully get the blind on Human Torch before he fires off his ultimate with that offense up as well. And we might occasionally lose some characters as well during this, but we can bring them back via Minerva. So we're using this primarily really for the damage it does here at the start. Let's get the defense up and the death proof, and we'll taunt up here. You've got no one that's really going to flip any of these buffs, so you can fire up as many buffs as you want. You don't have to worry too much about the likes of a Doctor Strange or something like that dropping in and flipping them all. And you can see the 2 teams as well. It is a combination of Supernatural and Fantastic Four. For the second stage, Fantastic Four-wise, Mr. Fantastic drops in, so you don't want to leave too many of them up, otherwise you're getting all the different assists going off, so that's something just to bear in mind in regards to the characters we want to take out. Now, out the ones I want to take out first, if we start to take down Supernatural before Ghost Rider, then he will do a ton of damage on us. So, in fact, saying that, just before we take out Ghost Rider, let's try and burn down Torch. I don't think we're going to get there, but we'll see what we can do against him, even if we get the blind on him. We're going to get it? No, he had the immunity. Yeah, of course he did. That was a slight mistake, but despite that we should still be able to pull through here. So we're still going to just focus on him. We still got the energy from Star-Lord anyway, that was one of the important things for the barrier. There we go, we've got rid of all the buffs here. Let's see if we can take him out. There we go, so that's nice. So we're missing that AoE now. We did lose Drax, but it's going to happen on occasion when you've got characters taunting up, so no big problem. Invisible Woman has a ton of health, so that really does help out. Now next up, I'm going to go for Ghost Rider. Otherwise, as mentioned, when we took out Mordo and Scarlet Witch, we'd be getting a lot of retaliation damage. We don't want that. And let's go for the barrier again here. We don't have Drax back yet, but we'll get him up when we can. Here we go. He may not last long, so he's not going to have the barrier or the buffs from Groot, but in fact, there we go. That lined up quite nice. He got the buffs just in time there. And we'll start off here. And we'll hopefully get some health back on him. That was a decent amount. And then let's go for this again. Getting this nice and often due to Star-Lord, so that works really great there. You can see it is going slow. I did warn you of that in advance. And I'll say before we get too far into the video as well, in case anyone's typing up a comment, but the team we're using, it's an endgame team, but this is endgame content, so you're not going to see low level teams and easy to access characters being able to get into these later challenges and freestyle them. It's just not going to happen. They're not built that way at all. Invisible Woman can really slow stuff down a fair amount with all the barrier that she does pop up. Maybe go after her, to be honest, after we get rid of Ghost Rider. But it is a case of slow and steady in this particular one. If you get in with too much damage, I just couldn't make much progress at all. I couldn't get past this first wave when I was going in and trying to just burn them down really quick. Okay, so Ghost Rider down. Invisible Woman once we get the chance. Let's go for the barrier again on everyone. And do we need to taunt up? We've got the barrier and so on. Let's just save it for now. Let's go for this. The combination of Groot and Invisible Woman is just amazing for survivability. It really is pretty incredible. We don't have any kind of cleanse here, as you can see, so we are stuck on Drax for a bit of time, but again, that's just the team setup we're using. And let's see, let's just go for this for now. And we'll use the cleanse here. Still stuck on Drax. If I can, I definitely want to get rid of Invisible Woman before the next wave comes in, because with it being Mr. Fantastic, you got all the ways they work together. The Fantastic Four, you'll have two things as well if we don't get him taken out. So it is kind of the supernatural characters I would rather leave. Scarlet Witch will equalise the health now and again, but in the grand scheme of things, other characters I would say are more dangerous. Getting there anyway. There we go on the next wave. So there's 9 remaining. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 here. So let's actually take out... We'll try and take out what to do. In fact, we'll concentrate on Mr. Fantastic here. Because as I mentioned, you've got all the assists that will be happening with him. Especially with Thing as well. So it's only Thing characters that are available. The two of them, Thing 1 and Thing 2, I suppose you could call them. So they'll be getting a lot of assists. Scarlet Witch is providing a fair amount of survivability, but I think it's the damage characters I really want to focus on. There we go. We really are getting this often, and you've got the fence down on it as well, which is pretty great. I think after Mr. Fantastic, not sure who to go for actually. Elsa can hit pretty hard, it might be worthwhile taking her out. It would be a waste to use the full ultimate here, so let's just go for it on Elsa. Mr. Fantastic next. And then honestly, offhand, forgetting who's coming in the next wave. But definitely I know the Fantastic Four was a big issue. So let's taunt up again here. It's good to see Drax getting back in some content. It's been quite some time, and another night actually when I'd done this stage, it did come into my mind when I had Rocket almost lost on the first round. I was thinking, I wonder if Drax would work here. And there we go. It does work out that he certainly does. So let's just keep focusing here on Thing 1 and Thing 2. I'm going to pull down as much as I can, although to be honest, the characters that are left, we get another wave here. Didn't mean to kill Scarlet. The characters that are left, I want to pull them all down really, and then it only leaves another 2 to drop in. So let's start to do that. It actually went really well this time. The first time I'd done it, I did lose a character, and a couple of characters were quite low at some points. But so far, it's looking pretty nice here. Let's switch to Mordo now. There's only 2 characters to drop in once we take out this group here. And let's just go for the basic here. We're going to pull down this Drax as well. Not that he's really dangerous, but let's just concentrate on the Drax. And there we go. Now we'll go on the... where will we go? We'll go on the outside here and cast this. You've got Namor, not really that dangerous outside of a war offense. You can obviously do damage, but nothing like what he does in war offense, so you don't have to worry about him as much. And you can see, as I mentioned the other night, wave management exceptionally important. Same as like in Dark Dimension and raids as well to an extent. any of the more difficult content where you've got your waves, how you manage them can really change it. We've made this one look exceptionally easy, to be honest. So as much as my team is high powered, if you've got these characters and you go in and they're a bit lower powered, I'm sure you'll absolutely smash through it. That's great. With the one mistake I made, what was it, casting blind on a character with immunity. Other than that, absolutely textbook, I would say. I know I'll probably get criticised in the comments for saying that, but I'm saying it anyway. I don't care. So here we go. I'm just going to hit auto from this point onwards. So that's us anyway. Once again, I'll just mention very quickly, in-game content, so you do need in-game characters, but with the strategy we've used here, you can hopefully get in with this team a little bit less power level wise and still manage to go through it and get your 3 stars. That's how it's done, so I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if you've used a different team in the comments below, and I'll even go in and try them as well to show them off. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.